green flags out of the air here in Myrtle Beach for the first time in RARA history. Kelp gets a good restart here. And then they're all single file. Sapphire gets under Radiance and Chevy there. Here comes Main now trying to look for the lead. Kelp defends nicely. Main trying to use that outside line, maybe cut down here. And contact there in the back. Top two cars of Main and Kelp really pole here on the first opening lap. Yeah, Rara, first time here. Leaders have a 2.5 lead already because Rara's, yeah. Sapphire's in third now with Kitty right behind him. If we look back there. They're spread. And Sapphire's going to send it on Kitty, trying to make the pass. Trooper sends it on Div. There's match content there in the back. Trooper, not clear. Here comes Kitty now. Oh, Kelp. Lost some time. Main now has the second lead. Main D1 champion. Here comes Kitty trying to make a pass on Kelp. Does not work. That's going to slow Kelp down a lot. Kelp goes back down to 7th, 8th. Gets turned here. Oh, they're going to go... Okay. Oh, okay. This is typical Rara fashion here. No caution as we go back to the leader of Main, who's already catching lap traffic here. He has a 3-second lead. This is what happens when you let D1 champions into D2. 3-second lead on lap 7 is probably going to be extended here. It will, a little bit. Sapphire's in second as we go look at that. Followed by Kitty, Hickory, Div for that 4-little car pack. Sapphire going to try and hold off. Hickory goes to the inside of Kitty there. Div's just going to use the high lane. Here comes Hickory now trying to make a pass. And they lost 7/10 a lap. Now, I think second place maybe nearly 3 wide there. Kitty goes into the wall. Here comes Div trying to make a move on these two. Div now to the inside. Hickory barely clear. He's going to slide up into the wall. Div goes to the inside. He turns Hickory a little bit. Here comes Div. 3 wide, 4 wide. Sapphire's going to back out and lose all those positions in one corner. As we take a look in the backpack here, leaders over there. These 4, yeah. Now we go back. Div lost some time. And I believe that is still Kitty. Holding off Hickory for second, but they're losing much time as Main now crosses a line. He catches lap traffic. On lap 11, lap traffic is here. And we see Bolt doing, there's a car stop on track. And that is Kelp, who was the pole sitter. Gets lapped. I just realized that. Bolt lagging badly. Oh, Main trying to go around these lap traffic cars. So will Hickory. Hickory caught a lot in these 2 laps. So now they're going to try and cleanly go past these lap cars. Poopy and Bolt and the Kelp all lapped. Oh, Hickory and Kitty contact for second place. And I think, no, they're not pitting. I think they're lagging badly. Main lost some time, but he's going to get it back here on this lap. Hold on. I believe we have hitters. I think Bolt is parking it. Maybe, maybe not. Let's go take a look at what his issue is. Alright, he gets back going. Second and third seem to be having issues as they haven't crossed the line yet. They're going to be like 15 seconds back. Bolt slows Hickory down. Yeah, they're 11 seconds back. Main has a 10-second lead on the short track. This is wild. And I believe we have blue flags now for Bolt. We do. Bolt here lagging badly. He's gonna hold on to the middle line with two lead lap cars going right around the outside of Sapphire, and he turned right. He's gonna come down. Oh, he nearly comes down in front of the leaders. Now we go to watch the leaders. Div managed to escape that and is now 7 seconds back. So Div somehow passed Katie and Hickory for second place. Now Main having a clean battle here with Poopy. I'm pretty sure it's clean. Poopy trying to unlap himself. Bolt. Yeah. And there is a yellow flag. I think Main's gonna do the whole lap. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Main's gonna do the whole lap now. Yeah. Yeah, Pitters now. Caution here on lap 19. Pits are open, from what I'm aware. And I think everyone will be pitting here. It was Kelp who disconnected. Our pole sitter Kelp disconnected and pulled a yellow. So we see Main here has a nice Dogecoin scheme, the digital currency, and then we have Div right behind him in the Bash Pro Shops tracker. We have Kitty here with the Valvoline scheme, Hickory in the generic Chevy, Trooper in the Logitech, and then here is, I believe that's Radiance in the Toyota. Red Sox are last week's winner for Daytona. I believe he might be leading. I think he's tied for the points. Driving the Sprite. Here's Sapphire. He ran D1 a few seasons ago in a blank Knowledge Nitro racing car. Here's Poopy in his Space Jam car. And then we have Waffle or Bolt, and the guy mainly lagging. He's driving the Breaking Bad scheme. Pretty nice. And then here's Kelp, the guy who called the caution, who brought out the caution, and his new ground scheme. So yeah, as we get ready to go for pits, let's see who's going to take the lead. Pits are open. Ooh, Div's going to get underneath him. I don't know if that's legal. Div passes under pits. I don't know if that's illegal. Train will have to say something about it. And Main is out of spots. Our leader. Not enough boxes. Our leader. Issues. Let's see. It's going to be Red Sox, Trooper, Div. Main now has to go through the entire pack. Out here in Myrtle. Oh, that's not Red Sox. That's Bid. Red Sox isn't here. These drivers getting lined up here. Bid and Red Sox scheme. Bid, full-time driver, doesn't have a scheme in. Let's take a look at the fastest laps. Currently it's Trooper by 3/10, and it's Kitty, Poopy, Main, Hickory, Bolt, Div, Radiant, Bid, Kelp, and Sapphire. Kelp. So we get going here. Okay, train's doing countdown. Green flag's back in the air. I think the Radiant's peaked. I'm pretty sure Radiant's peaked. And then, yeah. Trooper takes the lead, and Hickory goes in. Okay, Hickory gets turned. He's gonna lose all of his time now. Here comes Radiance. Oh, Div gets dumped. Oh, back onto the track. We stay green. That is a dangerous. Delete that wall. That is a dangerous wall section right there. Let's take a look at May and see how he's doing. Maine has to go through traffic for the first time this race. Let's see what he does. He clears the Radiance, and they're 4 wide back there. Oh, Maine gets into Kelp now. Contact Maine. Having a hard time dealing with traffic here. Maine dealing with lap traffic, and who's 3 laps down. Maine's not used to this, as he was out in the lead whole race. They're wrecking in front of him. Sapphire gets turned into the wall. Sapphire goes into the infield. Maine's just gonna slip by both of them. Clean air for a little bit for Maine now. How quickly will Maine catch up to the leaders? And I think Ticker's dead. I think the Ticker died for... I'm pretty sure the Ticker died. And Train deleted the Ticker. Train deleted the Ticker. No way. This is crazy. Train somehow deleted the Ticker. He went to delete the part, and then he deleted... That's wild. Okay. We will okay. Train deleted the Ticker. We will be right back until the game loads. And we're back. Train deletes the ticker. Alrighty. No! Okay, we're doing 100 for this. Yes, okay. The new stages is 30, 30, 40. So yeah. And we have a man on track. Hold on. We have a man on track. And we're back here racing at Myrtle Beach. Bid is your stage 1 winner. And I think Bolt is parking it. Div somehow got lapped. Well, that sucks for Div. And I think Bolt is parking it right here. He misses. I don't know if Bolt is parking or not. Tubeless is coming out on track now. So we have lap traffic in between these cars. He's just going to stay up high, but he's going to get turned into by Main and Kitty. Main has still having issues. Let's go watch Main again. Div right behind him. Hickory's in actually catching the leaders. As Kitty goes by Main, Hickory goes past the leaders. As there's Bid gets into Bid gets into Tubeless and Sapphire. And Kelp now on the verge of getting lapped right in front of the leaders. See what Bid can do with Hickory right in front of him. Hickory goes to the inside, keeps it off Kelp's door for now. Now he does not, and then goes to the inside here. Bid goes to his corner panel, lifts a little bit though. Hickory and Bid having a tremendous battle for the lead here. Bid's gonna force him really high. That's gonna ruin Hickory's exits here. Bid now forces Hickory up a little bit, and Bid's gonna have the brilliant exit. Bid now has a second lead already. Hickory's gonna be wanting to gain. He taps. Here comes Hickory. He's gonna fully send it here. Maybe no. Cars have a little grip than what you would think, as they're side by side crossing the line. Bid now really up high. That's gonna let Hickory have the entire inside. They are still side by side entering 3. And Hickory's gonna take the lead. Maybe. Bid with the outside run. Bid now takes it back using the outside. 2 lines here, so they're going to be catching lap traffic. Here comes Tubeless. Leaders get by Tubeless just fine. Tubeless. Yeah, falling back. And here comes Bid trying to make a move on Hickory. And Main is pitting. We have a pitter. He takes that last stall here. When will the leaders pit? Leaders are in. Hickory's in. He nearly hits the wall. Sapphire's coming in now. So is Kelp, our pulse hitter. $15 to go in the stage. Kitty's also in. Sapphire comes out now. Anthony's gonna come in this lap, and Bid's coming in this lap. And he has Poopy right on his tail. Bid's in now. Now we have a new leader. Maine somehow 2 laps down. Who else is pitting? Oh, Bid goes out of box. He has a slow pit stop. He chokes. And leader's in now. Oh, leader speeds. And he... and Trooper turns him. What an incident here in pits. Horrible pit stop for our race leader. Trooper now, who was leading down pits. Now it's Bolt technically leading this race. Bolt is technically leading this race after coming from 4 laps down. Take a look at Div now, who's battling with Maine. Hickory is 6 seconds behind Bolt, and Kitty's a second behind Hickory. So we see Hickory back there. And Bolt is required to stop as his fuel, he was AFK for a few laps. He might come in now. He doesn't. I think he's going to go as far as possible. Hickory and Kitty are catching rapidly, and Bolt is going to send the lap cars. Hickory, you take a look at second here. Leader nearly goes into that wall down there, and he's going to come in. Oh, Kitty, third place. That was too close. That was very close. Hickory now has the lead. Kitty's going to send it here. He doesn't make it stick. They go into the wall, but Kitty takes the lead. And Bolt has a drive-through penalty for super out of box. Yeah, half of his car was out of box there. Hickory using that bottom lane. But Kitty's pulling with the middle of the top, using that run. They're going to catch lap cars here. We're going to catch a lot of lap traffic, which includes, I believe that's Bolt. Yeah, Bolt 2K just came out. And then a little further up is Sapphire, Div. And Bolt has a drive-through penalty. His race is, he has it right in front of the leaders too. Yeah, I don't think he can serve it now. Oh, he turns the leaders! Oh no! Kitty now loses the lead. Well, not yet, but he will lose it soon. Hickory taps and sends and gets the lead again. Bolt now serving his drive-through penalty. Here comes Kitty, though. Kitty. And Bolt speeds! Bolt doing the epic Joe strategy now. And Maine! 4 wide with the leaders! Oh, contact! I believe we have a caution. Leaders come to a halt in turn 2. And here comes Trooper. I believe Poopy is now your race leader. He is. We have more contact now. And that was for stage. Hickory gets turned. He goes from 1st to 5th in one lap. Wild. That's your stage right there. Apparently Pookie had a draw. Oh yeah, he did. Now, he might not have served his drive-through penalty, meaning Trooper might have won that stage. And he's saying he didn't see the announcement. So will this get overturned by train? And train's message is full tanks. Main, Sapphire, and Tubeless get the free pass, so Main's back on the lead lap. Sapphire goes 1 lap down, and Tubeless will be 2 laps down. And Sapphire will get a penalty for sending a lot. Sapphire has a 2 out of 3 currently. Sapphire, Kelp, and Bolt all have a 2 out of 3. And I think we're going to get going here for the pits. Pits are open. Kitty's going to do the same thing Div did to Main. Trooper's going to let Kitty clear, though. And there's going to be space, maybe not for Div, or maybe, I don't know. This is going to be a tight battle here. I think it's going to go to Bid. Div now gets karma from what he did earlier, and Bid's going to sell his stop. And they're still fighting for it. Div's now going to waste... Div has mega karma from what he did earlier to Main. Here comes Div now. Apparently we're going to be doing single file restarts for the last 40 laps of this race. So everyone has to make one more pit stop. Katie currently leading for Monkey Motorsports here. Oh. And Sapphire's gonna let Div by. And we're going. 3. Oh. Katie said NR. But he goes anyways. What a fabulous trick here at Myrtle Beach. Katie nearly puts Hickory into the inside wall there. Hickory gets underneath Katie. Trooper gets underneath both of them. Three-way battle for the lead. Trooper with the inside here. He's going to clear both of them. Trooper has the lead. Your stage 2 winner. Hickory now goes underneath Trooper. And there's a little wreck in the back between Sapphire and Div. I did not see. There's a little wreck there. Sapphire, Div, and Kelp. Hickory leads, and Trooper gets cleared. Ball. Oh, Trooper gets turned in front of Maine. Chaos ensues here at Myrtle Beach between P1 champion and stage 2 winner. Hickory now leading with a sizable gap between Kitty. And we are staying green. Bolt now battling P2 as a lapped car. Won't let Kitty catch up as much as he wants. And further back is Poopy and Div. Kitty's gonna just shove Bolt into the hole. And now Kitty gets by Bolt now. They're still battling and losing time. That's just going to let Hickory run away. But here comes Kitty. Kitty's starting to catch. She gets a little clear from Bolt. And now lap cars. Yeah. Lap car is in front of Hickory. Hickory gets by both of them just fine. No blue flags for him. Kitty falls back a little bit. He is still battling with Bolt. Kitty has to go through 3 lap cars, and Hickory has open track for him to use. Kitty's stuck behind these 3 lap traffic. None of them on the same lap, but they're still battling as they're all just up in the wall. Kitty gets by 2 of them in 1 corner. Will he get through the 3rd? He will. Not after sending the entire corner. But here comes Kitty now, trying to make a push for Monkey Motorsports for the lead. He gets within a second on Hickory. He's catching quickly. Kitty is catching. He gained 3/10 that lap. Kitty going to be right on the back bumper after losing a whole straightaway back. Kitty seems to have the faster car compared to Hickory. He's within half a second now. 25 to go. Kitty on the inside of Hickory. Contact for the lead. Kitty goes to the inside, and he's going to take the lead from Hickory. Div getting penalties. I don't know what's happening. We're having a beautiful battle here for the lead. Hickory now might fall back a little bit as Kitty's the one who's in control and has the open air. Hickory seems to be slower on the top, but he goes to the bottom. Here he comes. He's going to force Kitty up high. Kitty doesn't like the high side. Hickory is much better up there, and Hickory's going to pull a little bit. Kitty now goes down to the bottom, looking for it again. Kitty may lead this lap. I love flag. But he's going to get punted by Hickory a little bit there. Side by side for the lead, and P3 is catching a little bit. Oh, and Sapphire's pitting. P3 is catching. He wants to join this battle. He's only a second away from P2. He's trying his best. Kitty. I think Kitty's pitting. Kitty's pitting. Top 2 are pitting. This means Poopy's going to be leading now. Kitty and Hickory. Who's going to get the better? Who's going to come out first? It's also pitting. They're going to come out at the same time. And Poopy goes out of box. And he has no signal. Same with Hickory. Poopy goes back into the pits. Bolt is your leader now. But Hickory and Kitty are not too far behind. Bolt still has to make his pit stop. Kitty fully sends it now as they're going to have to deal with lap traffic here. Contact between the leaders. That's going to slow him down and let Div back by. Here comes Bid now underneath Kitty too. They're going to lose a lot of time here. They lost 2 seconds because of that incident. Kitty stuck on the high side. That's going to lose him a lot of time. Hickory now battling with Div, who is a lapped car, losing time to Bolt. Kitty now has no cars in between him and Hickory. Let's see, how quickly can Kitty catch? Kitty might have another car, never mind. Div, right in front of Hickory. Bolt DNF, he ran out of fuel! He's out of fuel and Sapphire spins in front of the leaders! This is gonna let Kitty catch up quickly and Div's gonna force Hickory into the wall! And there is a car on track. There is a dead car on track. And Div's gonna... Oh! Contact between leaders! More contact. Cars were stopped. Who's gonna take the lead? Both of them are still stationary. And Poopy takes back the lead. Trooper goes to second. Is it race back? I think it's still race back. Maybe? And we have a backwards driver. I'm confused. And confusion out at RARA. Poopy still doing laps. Or no, that is... I thought Bolt DNF. Confusion out here and RARA. Kitty is currently P2. Bit is currently your leader, I think. I have no clue. The order is all screwed up now. And Kitty is not ready. And we have an order. It is Poopy, Trooper, Kitty, Hickory, Bid, Main, Sapphire, Bolt, Div, Tubeless, and then Kelp. And no one going into the order. And we have a pitter. We have pit stops. Poopy, Main, Sapphire, and Tubeless all pitting. And we're going for pits. And Tubeless chokes. And he goes out of box, completely out of box. Main's gonna have the lead. And then it's Sapphire, and then it's Poopy, and then it's Tubeless. Everyone's saying last week at Daytona was better. But from a host perspective, it was this track. Train seems to be fixing the lamps at this moment. It appears Paul ran out of gas. So we take a look at what happened. And it appears Bolt has no fuel. Was spammed in Train's messages. And he is gone. Div is free pass, apparently. Oh yeah, well, he's -1 now, so the highest he can go is 7th. Tubeless is -2, and Kelp, our pole sitter, is -3. And we're going. Green flags back in the air here at Myrtle Beach. 11 to go. Kelp gets an awful restart out there in last. But, yeah. Hickory now to the inside. 3 wide for second behind Kitty. Hickory now trying to get up there to Kitty. 10 to go. Trooper using that high lane. Hickory trying to set it down Kitty's inside, but Kitty blocks. Here comes Trooper now, looking for second with Bid right behind him. And Maine, there's 2. So they catch the leaders of Kitty now. Trooper inside of Hickory. He comes up to second. Kitty now getting pressure, massive pressure from Trooper. Kitty is turning, he turned. Hickory around the outside now takes the lead. Kitty, they keep going, but Kitty loses a lot of time now. Maine up to second, third. Kitty's gonna clear Maine. Hickory has a sizable gap now. Maine trying to make a move on Kitty for third. Maine being a part-time driver, is looking for a win here. And it appears Div might have a 3 out of 3. We have a caution. We have a caution between Bid and Div. Div mad at Bido for something. I don't know what. And pits are open once again, but I don't think anyone will be pitting. 6 to go here. Hickory is your leader, and where is Kitty? There is Kitty. Will Hickory win it on his debut here for RARA? Kitty wants that win too. Kitty was a leader out in Daytona. He led a lot of laps back there, but didn't get the win here in his Valvoline car for Monkey Motorsports. And we're going back racing now. Kitty in second, 6 to go. He wants this win. Maine wants it too. So does Hickory. 3 wide for third. Hickory gets a good lead, get a little gap here. Trooper's gonna send it. Oh, Wild for third. That's gonna lose him a lot of time now. We're gonna have a 2-car battle here for the win. Tubeless seems to be, doing typical Tubeless things. Hickory's currently your leader, but here comes Kitty. 4 to go for this race. Hickory using the inside, Kitty using it more. Barely gets to his corner panel, but Hickory has the exit speed. Hickory oh, Kitty chokes! Leader wreck! Around goes Kitty. Kitty's gonna be shuffled back in the pack now. He's gonna fall down to 5th. Horrible incident for Kitty. With only 3 to go. And we have a pitter of Sapphire. And Div's now on the lead lap. Three to go, and we have a late caution. Sapphire will be pitting. Kitty hit the inside wall and then gets spun around in front of the pack. And pits are open now. Tubeless seems to be pitting. Tubeless and Sapphire are pitting. These guys just getting the top off here for the pits. And they're going to come Tubeless. I don't think that's what Tubeless wants for the pits. But oh well, as we go to Sapphire. Sapphire gets a quickie. Gets a quick splash and go. And Tubeless is going to fill up, I think, to at least halfway. Hickory has 200 fuel left, 200 liters of fuel left. Because it's a short track, I think we're going to have 3 laps for overtime, in case we do overtime, which is very likely considering this is RARA. Apparently it's overtime right now. It is overtime 1. Last chance for pits. Hickory might need to come down. We may see people come down because it will be last chance for pits. And back is shuffling, reshuffling a little bit. Div and Kelp will be going for pits, I think. Div is going into the pits now. 3 car cautions. Overtime here in Myrtle Beach. And we see a car flying. Div pits with 80 fuel. I have no clue what the fuel mileage is. And we see drivers wanting a caution or wanting to go quickly. And pits are closed rest of the race. Never mind, I'm confused now. Oh. And it seems like Kitty will be pitting. Pits are closed. It's illegal. Kitty wanted to go in but was too late. Alright, we're finally gonna get ready. Hopefully there's not a caution. 3 to go here at Myrtle Beach. Good luck. Five, four, three, two, one. Green flag back at Myrtle Beach. Hickory with a great restart. He's going to have Trooper right on his back bumper, the points leader. Trooper gets underneath Hickory. Hickory blocks. He's going to have a nice gap here. Maine to the inside, 3 wide for third. Hickory still leading, 2 to go. He pulls a little gap here. And Sapphire's in the grass. He's going to come up in front of Div. Trooper going to be slowly gaining here now. Can Trooper make a last lap lunge for the win? Here he comes. White flag in the air. Last lap here at Myrtle Beach. Trooper forces Hickory up high. To the inside. Will Trooper send it? Hickory out of 4. Hickory will win it at Myrtle Beach. What a race.